You're listening to the Kilcullen Diary Podcasts, stories in sound from a village grown bigger. Hello, I'm Brian Byrne. It's Friday, the 31st of July, 2020. On this day in 1975, an attack in County Down by members of the UVF paramilitaries left 3 members of the Miami Showband dead and 2 injured. It seemed to be just another routine British Army checkpoint as the minibus was pulled into a lay-by in County Down. To the tired members of the Miami Showband, driving home to Dublin after a gig in Banbridge, it was just another inconvenience, as they were told to line up on the side of the road while their vehicle was searched. Then there was an explosion, and the minibus was destroyed. 2 soldiers, ostensibly searching the car, were blown up. The other men in British Army uniforms then opened fire on the band members who'd been knocked into a field by the force of the explosion. 3 were killed: lead singer Fran O'Toole, trumpeter Brian McCoy and guitarist Tony Geraghty. Brian McCoy died first, shot in the back and the neck. Fran O'Toole was chased and hit 22 times by machine gun bullets. Tony Geraghty was also caught while running and shot in the head and the back. Bass player Stephen Travers and saxophonist Des McAlee were wounded, Stephen Travers very badly, but both survived. Subsequent investigations found that those responsible for the attack were members of what was called the Glenanne Gang, an alliance of loyalist militants, RUC police officers and Ulster Defence Regiment part-time soldiers. In this ambush, it's believed that at least 5 of some 10 gunmen were serving UDR soldiers. It's believed that while ostensibly checking the minibus, 2 of the gunmen were actually placing a bomb under the driver's seat. It exploded prematurely, killing the 2 and triggering panic amongst the remaining gunmen, who then set about killing the showband members to eliminate witnesses. There are differing views on what had been planned. In one, the bomb was to have gone off around the time the minibus reached Newry, killing the band members in the town. In another version, the bomb was meant to go off in the Republic. That would have led to claims that the band were bomb smugglers, embarrassing the South. A statement from the UVF 24 hours after the attack claimed that a bomb was being carried in the minibus. The statement also named its members killed by the bomb. 3 men were subsequently convicted for the murders. In late 1976, 2 UDR soldiers, Sergeant James McDowell and Lance Corporal Thomas Crozier, were sentenced to 35 years each in jail. In November 1981, former UDR soldier John Somerville was given a total of 4 life sentences, 3 for the 3 Miami deaths and another for a murder elsewhere. None of the other gunmen were ever found, and the 3 convicted were released from jail in 1998 under the terms of the Belfast Agreement. Apart from the horror of the actual event, the killings stopped what had been safe cross-border movements by musicians from the south to the north, and from that date many Irish showbands refused to perform in the north. In 2011, a report from the Historical Inquiries team set up to investigate the more controversial Troubles-related deaths found that there had been collusive and corrupt behaviour which involved the RUC and one of its special branch agents, Robin Jackson, who died of cancer in 1998. In various articles and books about the affair, and the Troubles generally, there have been suspicions raised that a British agent, Robert Nairac, was also involved. There's a monument in Parnell Square in Dublin to the dead Miami members at the site of the old National Ballroom where the band often played. On anniversaries of the killings, a temporary plaque is placed at the site of the ambush, allowing for flowers and other commemoration activities. In March of last year, a Netflix documentary remastered the Miami Showband Massacre was released. It highlights the efforts of Stephen Travers to track down who authorised the attack and for what purpose 45 years ago on this day. I'm Brian Byrne. Thanks for listening.